In the last lesson, you saw how you can create database, create tables, insert and view data into the table. Now in this lesson, you will learn table management. You'll learn about renaming tables, renaming columns, changing data types, adding new columns, and deleting columns. Now first, let's see what data types are. If you remember, in the last table, we had text data like emails, names, and so on. In real life scenarios, there can be a lot of data types. For example, you might have numeric data like order ID, money, or any number, and you might have string data. String data is actually just character data set. So if you have any sentence, it is actually a string data. Now a string data can also contain numbers and so on. So if you have your data type set to string, it can store any character, number. So you can use it to store data like country codes, names, emails, titles, so on, because names and emails, they might have numbers. Not names, the emails might have numbers and so on. So for that you use string data type. If you just have numeric data like numbers, prices, financial data, or any other integer data, just use numeric data types. So numeric data types are int, tiny int, big int, and so on. So you might be wondering why use any of these data types if you can just use strings and store any of these data types like dates, numerics, actually JSON too, because string data type can store everything. So the answer to your question would be because sometimes you might need to operate on a specific data like, so if you have, let's say, a number that says 1, 2, and if your data type is integer, you can directly operate on that data. So you can have add operations, multiplication operations, but if it is a string, you cannot do those operations directly. So you have to fetch the data as string, then convert it into a specific data type that you want, and then operate on it. So it's good to have specific data type based data saved in your tables. So if you have date and time data types like date, date time, and timestamp, you can have date operations in your query itself that says get data from a specific date, or get data when the date is greater than a specific date or less than a specific date. And special data types are JSON or blob data. So blob data is actually binary data. So if you store images, which is actually not used much, but if you want to store images directly into the database, then you can use binary data. And JSON is just structured data. So this is a key value format of data that you can store in a database. Okay, so now we have a brief overview of what each data types are. Let's go ahead and see how we can operate on a table, and then we can see how we can set data types, how we can use, and how different data types are used in a table. Okay, first, now let's see how we can rename a column in a table. So here we have our table, which was table users, right? Now just click here to see everything in the table. Now let's say we just want this last name as surname, not last name. So what you can do is click on this I next to your table name. It will have information regarding the table. So you can see the engine that is being used, row format, column count, table rows, and so on. To rename any column in this table, click on this settings button here next to the table name. Now here you will see column names, right? Name, last name, email, address, and so on. So here, as you can notice, the address spelling is wrong. So let's just fix this. So here, when you select the column that you need to change, you can either double press or double click here and just change it here. ADDRESS. Is this the correct spelling of address? I think it is. I'm confused, guys. Don't laugh at my spelling capabilities. Okay, now we have changed this, and now you can just click on apply. Here you will see the query that says alter table, this table from this database, change column address, set it to address, and this is the same as it was before. So this is the query that is being run behind the scenes when you change the name from GUI. Now just click on apply, and the query will be executed, and here you will see the query result. Okay, now if I refresh this and expand the columns, here you can see the address name is fixed. Now we've renamed a column. What if you want to rename a table itself? Again, it's quite similar. Just click on this settings icon next to table users, and here just rename the table. Let's just call it users, and click on apply. Again, you'll see the query that will be executed, and click on apply. Let's finish this, and the query is applied, and if I refresh this, I don't even need to refresh it. The table users table has been changed to users. So now we have renamed the column, renamed the table. Now let's add a new column and delete a column. And then we will see how we can change data types and how we can set data types, how we can set primary keys, auto increment, not null, and all that good stuff, which is quite essential. You will see why in the next lesson. So let's delete a column. Okay, again, just click on this eye next to the table. Here you will see all the columns. Let's just remove address from here. Select the column that you want to delete, right click on it and click on delete selected and just click on apply. And the query is alter table and then the table name and then drop column address. Click apply and the column is now deleted. Now to add a column, go to the table settings, double click on the bottom row here and let's say we want to add age here. Age is a number, so let's not store it as varchar. Let's just change it to a numeric data type, and the data type here is, where is it? Let's just choose int, not float. Float is like floating point, so age cannot be. Actually, it can be in floating point like 20.3 or so on, but we will not do that. We will just choose integer, choose this int, because if you choose the other one, you have to give a fixed size. So choose integer and click on apply, click apply again. Let's finish this, and now if you refresh this and let's see the data, we will have an age column, but it is null because we have not set age for any of these users. So this is how you can add a column and delete a column. Now in the next lesson, you will see how you can set primary keys, auto increments, not null, and so on. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned.